What up, YouTube? I had to do my best to make a breakdown of this. It's just an 8-second clip. I forget even the title of it. That's not relevant, really, I guess, maybe, to what I'm showing. Hold on, let me get that to go back to normal. Now, right here, if you look, at the top up here are two eyes. Turns into a nose. This turns into a skull almost. Now this is, I don't know how real this satellite imaging is, but I'm pretty sure it's real. I mean, either way, that's irrelevant. This is a perfect example of the consciousness, the spirit that is in all things, and very much showing itself in the clouds nowadays, especially since they declassified that consciousness is in these things. So, I'm going to first try to zoom in, if I can get my buttons, thank you, and you're going to see when it goes from day to dark and the clouds form, you're going to see different things in it. Now, I'm not good at doing breakdowns, so I'm not going to do the greatest breakdown here, but I've already taken some screenshots and did a little bit of light and dark contrasting and color contrasting, this and that. I've not edited it in any way other than that, and I'll show you the results of that here in a minute. But right now, I want you to just watch this and take in what you see. If I can get this thing to move properly. Look for demonic, almost cartoonish faces. Look for serpentine-like things. Zoom out. I'm going to slow this down real quick. All the way to this. Now watch closely. There's almost a triceratops looking thing up here, if you see where the dot is happening. Like it's got a wide open mouth and tongue sticking out, teeth and everything. That's just that. Now, in this middle area that I'm circling here, watch what happens there. At the very top, right here, is where a hand is holding what looks to be some sort of bowl. That's during the daylight side, the daylight time. Watch. Up at top. Now you see the hand right now holding what's pouring out coming down this way. That hand, I believe, is significant. I believe it's one of the angels pouring out one of their bowls, as is described in Revelations. Notice I said I believe. I can prove nothing. But you can see for yourself, you can see with your own eyes the spirit of these things. Many, many, many spirits have been poured over this world that are right now wreaking havoc in our lives and on a grand scale. See this? Watch this area. It disappears, but look at this down here that I'm tapping on. No random cloud and wind is going to create what you're seeing in the middle of this screen. Look in the very middle of the earth where these two convergences happen. So you see this line going up and this line coming down. Watch. Pay attention to that. Pay close attention. See the side profile right here? There are hundreds and hundreds of faces in this. No wind and cloud is going to be that coincidentally making faces. It's just not going to happen. Folks, this is so mind-bogglingly obvious that it really makes me mad that no one's looking long enough to see this. Now, the people that you want to show this to, they're going to pretend. I've had people actually pretend to look at my phone while they're looking away with their eyes. Turn their head as if they're looking and look away with their eyes, which is, yes, definitely more proof that demons are making people think. They're thinking for them because they do not rebuke them. Ask yourself this. What is a demon's most powerful weapon against humanity? I'll give you the answer. It's a non-believer, because a non-believer will give them no resistance. They will become puppets in their hands that quick. They'll give them no resistance. They will not rebuke them. They will absolutely become the weapon that the demons hunt and use against us. Now, I'm going to show you some of the screenshots I took. Do you see the skull? The big circle itself has a big open mouth right here. That's the mouth. That's an eye. That's an eye. I mean, you can just hold your phone a little bit away from your face. Even in the daytime part, you can see it. And it's got this big gaping mouth right over Australia. Look at all of this area right down here, just below Australia. In the daytime side, look at how many things are visible there. And in the nighttime side, you can see dragons, you can see demons, you can see griffins, you can see all sorts of evils that may or may not all be evil. We cannot judge that. But we can say, if we can go by the fruits of something's labor, look at what's happening on the world. I would definitely say the fruits of the labors of the spirits that are running rampant right now are definitely not good. Look at the very bottom of the world right now, before it turns light. Now that it's turned light, look at it. It's totally different. When the contrasting, you can see flame, you can see fire, you can see when the contrasting from light to dark happens. You see this? Right in this area, down at the bottom that I'm tapping. Look closely at that. Take your own screenshots. Zoom in on it. Alright. I'm gonna, as quickly as I can, try to get to my screenshots. Okay, I'm already on. I'm good. So this is one of them. There's almost a galloping horse in the middle here that I'm circling. Sorry that it's wobbling back and forth, but there we go. No, see, that's just going to make me move over to the next one. Here's the next one. These are unedited, this one. I do believe. Hold on, I could be wrong, because it's got the edit things at the bottom. Oh, no, that's... Yeah, these ones were edited. Go. What are you doing? This is why I know our phones are cells in a brain and the World Wide Web. It will work against you. I don't know why that just did what it did, but that's not cool. That's it trying to work against me. It knows what I'm doing. I'm using, once again, Satan's technology against him. This is why I get attacked. Look right here. Do you see the peace sign going on here? I'm tapping on it. See the peace sign? The little taps I'm making? Now look in the middle of it. I, frowny mouth. Yeah. Look at the bottom here. I'm going to circle a dragon's... I'm going to circle... Okay, that's in my screenshot. Alright, I'm just going to move on to the next screenshot. I'm going to zoom in on this dragon down here. It's facing your left. Horn, mouth, I'm like a cow or a bull. Now, if you zoom in even further to that, look what else shows up. Many things. Take the time to sit and look at this. Do not be complacent. Do not be afraid. Take the time to take the screenshots of this video. I'll make a part 2 because there's just too much here. You know what? Look at the side profile. I'm tapping on it. It's looking to the left. It has fangs and an open mouth right there. It has an eye right there. I mean, there's just so much in this. Look at the serpent right here. Coming up and down. I can't move it because it's moving, but I mean, it almost says something. Like, it looks like it's trying to have words there. Look at this one here. I'm going to zoom in on this one so you can see this. Sorry, I'm pressed for time, but right in the top middle of the screen, right here where I'm tapping around it. There's an eye, there's a long pointy nose, and jagged teeth, and big ears. I mean, there's just so much in this that you need to explore and you need to see so that you can know, not believe, know the nature of your reality. See the hand up here? Big hand, holding a bowl, looking thing, something pouring out of it. See this pouring out of it? All sorts of hell. "13 minutes. I hope this uploads." Look, there are so many things in this that you need to look at, that you need to examine. I'm gonna keep going. I hope this uploads. Pause it on these. Examine them for yourself. They're not all edited, but I'll go back to the edited ones. These are the edited ones. You want to pause this right now and look at this. Zoom in on it. This one too is edited. Not edited adding things to it, just edited using, contrasting and coloring to make things pop. This is not one, but it's one that I did a zoom in before I ever started any of this video and editing. Alright, I gotta cut it. I love you all. Please do yourself a favor. Have a relationship with Christ. Know Him. Get to know Him now. See the peace sign? Peace sign's demonic. So is the devil horns and the fake "I love you" thing. I promise you. There's a channel called Everything Inside Me. There's another one called The Final Days. Please watch them both. You'll know what's coming. God bless you all. I love you all. Be safe.